3 people have been killed or maimed or hurt by illegals coming into this country in the past week. I mean, we saw the report of the DC people. There's one in Louisiana, that young woman in Georgia. And yet no one is saying to Democrats, what your policies made this happen. We get screwed on all of these things. They never do. And to your point, message-wise, we should be saying that's theirs. They own that. There's a reason Republicans are owning everything that happens from a court in Alabama, a state court, but yet they own nothing when it comes to this. This is ridiculous. And that gets back to your point. It's not just Biden. These are Democrat policies.
They are. Every Democrat, every sanctuary city. Look at where, if it's Michelle Obama, she's from Illinois, million sanctuary cities in Illinois. You look at Gretchen Whitmer, Michigan, you got sanctuary cities there. You got sanctuary cities all across this country, including here in Texas and including Athens, Georgia, where that poor young college student was killed, that nursing student was killed. Sanctuary cities everywhere. These aren't Republican-run cities. These are Democrat-run cities. And this is what President Trump needs to be talking about. Democrat policies. Joe Biden is the puppet. The same puppeteers will be pulling the strings for whoever that he's running against come November.
Okay. So we already talked about McConnell, but this is, now that you've got me wound up on this, this is what's infuriating me about the House Republicans, right? The one thing about McCarthy, and again, we had some flaws, and I'm not, but like he would be having those guys standing on the House stairs. He'd be doing another border trip. I'm like, we are sitting around. We have the greatest gift politically, because it's a danger what's happening to this country. And Beth Van Dyne constantly reminds me that it's not this issue it's a sad issue. It's a horrible issue. But politically, we've been given it this opportunity to talk about the dangers of open borders because of Democrats, and the dangers of fentanyl, the dangers of national security by letting terrorists in, the dangers that have occurred by trafficking women and children. And yet these guys in the House, I'm like, what are you doing? I haven't seen one major event, one big trip, and I get everything. But at some point, the focus is not where it needs to be. The message is horrible. They're not doing what it takes to capitalize on this issue and to focus the American people on the dangers of the Democrats' policies.
Yeah. Every single incident that happens can be turned back to the Democrats. And it really can. And Sean, it all leads back to the border. Okay. When you want to talk about crime in America and the explosion that's happening, you can trace that back to the border. The drug crisis, fentanyl, certainly you trace that back to the border. When you talk about healthcare issues in this country, try going to a county hospital today and try to get into an emergency room quickly if you're an American citizen in that. It's overrun with illegal aliens at county hospitals in big cities across America. Our healthcare system is being destroyed because of that. Our big cities are being destroyed. Quality of life issues are being destroyed. You even can go to Georgia where this student was killed. I could even relate back to gun issues where you should be allowed, if you're a lawful gun owner and a non-prohibited possessor, to carry a gun on a college campus. This woman could have protected herself if she had a firearm, and at the very least, pepper spray. But Democrat policies, you can't protect yourself.
But aren't we? But this is my point, Grant. We're giving, I look at the guys on Capitol Hill. Mike Johnson, I get he's standing strong so far, but where's the PR piece of this, the messaging piece? Because we're not. I cannot get over. I will talk to rank and file members, and they're like, "Yep, we're all on board." I'm like, then do something. The American people I bought into all of this IVF stuff because somehow it's Republicans' fault. And yet there's no pressure on their end on the border because we're not branding it. We're not messaging it. We're not out there. We're not selling it. And I don't understand why not. Does Johnson need more support and help and a team? But what the heck is going on? These guys have an opportunity to explain in very, very clear differences, the distinct policies that Donald Trump did and the distinct policies that Joe Biden has that have allowed this to happen, the dangers it poses to this country, and nothing. They don't even, I don't know, maybe a tweet here and there. Chip Roy is fighting hard, but that's it. Why is this, to me, should be a no-brainer, and I see nothing.
Well, can I ask you a very simple question?
Sure.
When was the last time you actually saw something from congressional Republicans on a widespread basis that was well coordinated?
I thought the border visits were good. I thought the
border visits were good, but on a whole, congressional Republicans have been horrible at messaging. Even James Comer's the worst presentations ever when he gets in front of the media and he drones on for 45 minutes with homemade charts. But it's so bad. You need to simplify it. Look what we do on our programs every day. We condense these issues into 1 or 2 minutes and you hammer it home and the American people can ingest it. They don't know how to do this, and they're not hiring the right people in order to help them do it.